Hi guys, today I wanted to update you on a few projects that we have planned for the spring. We actually have a crew on the way here now to help us start our first project. So I wanted to walk around and just kind of explain what we have planned for the backyard. That's where these projects are taking place. So I wanted to kind of show you a before, talk about what we're planning on doing, and then I'll show you what the crew is going to be working on at the end of the video. And then you'll kind of start to get a better sense of what I'm thinking. So we're over here on the north side of the house. This is where we put in our emerald green arborite hedge a little over, I want to say a year and a half ago. And I have enjoyed it. We have enjoyed it. It looks beautiful. You can see just the beautiful color that these emerald greens keep all year round. Just absolutely gorgeous. And we have a little bit of a breeze. I just want to show you real quick too. Look at the daffodils. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Just a nice little pop of color in the butterfly garden. So we have enjoyed this. We put this in because we wanted a bit of a privacy screen. We like our neighbors, they're great, but I just wanted to see green as opposed to chain link fencing. And I did want to enclose the backyard a little bit more because we don't really have too much in the way of like windbreakers, privacy. So that was the main reason for this. However, if you remember over the winter, we had a little bit of deer pressure and they kind of took down one of these. And I kind of had a change of heart about this whole hedge. So the emerald green arborvitaes are a type of arborvitae that are not very deer resistant. And so when I saw that deer pressure kick in last winter, I kind of had a change of heart because initially when I planted this, I thought, you know what, I can put up some netting and some stakes every winter and I can fend the deer off and not have to worry about it too much. But after going through one winter where I actually had to do that, I changed my mind. I decided I'm not going to try and fight with Mother Nature and with hungry deer because they will eat anything if they're hungry enough. So I decided to change this whole privacy hedge. So what we're going to be doing, the crew that's coming here now, they're coming from Brookside Gardens Conservatory, and it's a place that I volunteer regularly, right up the road, about 5-10 minutes away. And they're going to be coming here and digging all of these out and taking them to Brookside, where they will go on to live a very happy and pampered life. And that makes me happy because, you know, I don't want to get rid of these if they don't have a place to go because they are beautiful and I do love them, but we are going to be replacing them. We're going to be replacing them with a more deer-resistant arborvitae, a Thuya plicata or a western cedar, as opposed to the emerald greens, which are the Thuya occidentalis, which are the least deer-resistant arborvitae. So I had picked up some junior giant arborvitaes. I think I showed them to you in a video before, but they are very deer resistant, I guess. Nothing is completely deer resistant, but they don't really graze on them. And we're going to be replacing all of these with the junior giants at some point in the next few weeks. But first, they're coming. They're going to remove all of the emerald greens, take them to their new home. And then in the next week or so, we are going to be removing all of this grass along the chain link fence and widening out the butterfly garden bed. So all of the grass that you see from the chain link fence all the way to the walkway, all of this is going to be removed. And then as we walk closer to where the walkway curves, we're just going to take off straight, continue on. So this will be about 6-7 feet wide from the chain link fence out. And then as we get towards the middle of the yard, we're going to start to curve. And so all of this will be gone and the bed will be brought out more. And then we're just going to curve right into somewhere in the swale and connect this whole bed. So this whole thing is just going to be one long strip. And it's going to be so pretty. The only thing is I can't take too much of this bed out and make too harsh of a curve connecting it into the swale. Because as you know, we are working on getting a shed back here at some point, hopefully this year. Just we'll see how everything plays out. But because I don't have that hard structure in there, I don't know exactly how much more of an angle I need to make the curve of the bed in order to kind of meet up with the swale and continue on down into where the shed area is going to be, because I don't want to take too much grass and stuff out right away and then end up making it a little too narrow right by the shed, because I don't know how far the shed is going to stick out. We haven't fully decided if we're going to face the shed door towards the yard or towards the back gate over there. So I'm just going little by little as far as the grass removal. You're also going to see a little bit of change in the patio area. We're going to be removing a 2-foot strip of grass right along here, and then it's going to extend out about 6 feet. And then this whole section of grass is going to be removed. And then we're going to come back around the other side of the patio, and this 2-foot strip is going to be removed as well. So this whole thing will come out 6 feet. All of this will be removed, and the other side will be removed as well. And then we're going to have two 2x6 raised beds here, and they're going to be lined up so there's about 4 to 5 feet apart from each other. And then we'll have right in front, well, the beds will sit 2 feet from the patio, and then right in front of the beds along the patio, we're going to frame in with a bunch of boxwoods, which is what these are for. So we're going to have, see if I can walk you through this, because I feel like I'm kind of just jumbling all over the place. So we're going to remove the grass. We're going to have a boxwood hedge here, and it's going to cut over to here. And then wherever we have the opening between the two beds, we're going to stop the boxwood hedge, 4 to 5 foot walkway. And then the boxwood hedge will pick up here, curve around, and go right to the edge of the sidewalk here. And what that's going to do is it's going to kind of frame in the back patio area a little bit, but it's also going to leave room for us to be able to walk out and go into the yard as well. But I think it makes this whole patio area a little bit more of like a room, because right now it just goes concrete, grass, and nothing. So that's our other plan for the backyard area. I have been contemplating between like the two beds, maybe putting like an arch trellis right over here and growing either like beans or maybe some clematis or something there. But that way when we come out the door, we can just kind of walk right through the patio into a mini garden with a little arch trellis, and then we'll end up in the backyard. Boom. And then future goal is I would like to take from wherever we cut the bed in right there, I want to take like a 4 or 5 foot wide section of grass and turn it into more of like a pathway. But again, I need the shed installed before I can actually make those adjustments, because I don't want to skew too far off center and make it look unbalanced. But however wide we create this future grass pathway, I do want to come in here and remove the grass right in this whole section right here and kind of just connect this area right here to the beds over here. So it'll be kind of like a half moon section that just kind of goes all the way around, and maybe remove the grass in between these two raised beds and kind of just make it all connect as well. But for now, it's going to look more like a rectangle, because all we're going to be taking out is 2 foot wide section of grass on either side of the patio, and then a 6 foot wide strip right along there. And I do have 4 raised beds upstairs in the living room ready to be built. 2 are going to be going in this new area right here. They're 2 by 6 foot raised beds. And then we have 2 by 3 beds that are going to be going along in the vegetable garden right where we put the spigot, which I'm going to show you, because I don't think I ever showed you guys the finished spigot, which I've been using. It's been fabulous. Quick stop. Look at our garlic. Ooh, it's looking really good. And here is our spigot. And I've just got this temporary hose for now because this thing is heavy. But eventually, I would like to put on here like a 4-way splitter and slowly turn this into, or get drip irrigation into some of these beds. But you know, all in good time. So I think that pretty much wraps up what we've got going on back here as far as major project work going on. You know, I have this whole back area that's kind of like just been like a wintering over section for plants. And some of these plants, or most of them, I picked up for future plantings because in my head I have an idea. I just need to see it actually done. So I think the crew is actually pulling up now. So I'm going to try and set up a camera or so and just capture some footage of our emerald green arborvitae hedge moving onto its new home. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Just wanted to come out here and explain to you guys what's going on. So if in future videos you happen to see me walk by and the arborvitae hedge is gone, you're not going to be like, oh, what happened? So I just want to keep you guys updated. I don't want to shock anybody, but yeah, that's what we got going on today on this blustery, cold, windy day. I don't think I'm going to be taking my seedlings out today unless it warms up, but I don't know. Spring has sprung and projects are starting. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the footage of the emerald green arborvitae hedge moving on to its new home. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. Yeah, they're all gone.